Always it has been pleasure to meet you,
Yes.
right? I think I keep learning when I keep meeting you. So that's how I think you are, right? I think you've been always giving a lot of knowledge. That's where I think I can take inputs from you.
Definitely,
Yeah.
it is a good relation between an OEM and an consultant. Okay, we do catch up very often, and we are hand in glove to each other.
The industry is getting matured, as you said, and I see knowledge is getting enhanced with end customers. And as something where I want to discuss with you, where which is not about the technology, not about I think uh, anything related to solution. It's more about practical. So first of all, I would like to know, Prasanth, in your journey. I know you have been, I think, the leading consultant, okay, and been there more than 2 decades in the industry, and have been seen a lot of customers, okay, right from different verticals. It might be CRE or banking or IT. So, and every vertical has got different challenges to see, right? And you execute right from design, and every design is different. So, how do you see the challenges that because always it has been said that design is so important for the execution, right? And you need to spend more time on design to execute well. So, how much time that you think that someone has to spend on designing to have a right execution?
Yeah, I can draw a parallel to you, Prabhu,
Yeah.
saying that if your wife wants to prepare a very good food, and you and your wife go through market, pick up the elements, pick up the things, pick up vegetables, pick up groceries and everything, come back. What the time you spend in picking up all these things is lesser than the time what is taken for preparation of the food.
Absolutely.
So drawing parallel to that one, design is something like that. Okay, so we spend hours together, months together to prepare the design and evaluate at the design. When you are evaluating at the design, multiple brains comes into picture, multiple opportunities comes in our way also. The client, you can say, he is having an ambition. That ambitions may be wavered from day 1 to day 6 to that thing. But it should not be an 10th apple scenario where that the round the mill I am giving the same thing. He tried to not digest that one at one point of a time. So there is where we come to OEMs like you, the manufacturers like you, to understand what is the innovation which is happening, which is catching up in the market, and we work around that one. Evaluate a design which is tailor made for next 25 years. Okay. So that the customer is also happy, and he is providing his solution to the global customers who are looking at the 25 years ahead, and we make the system in such an accurate way so that it is scalable, it is adaptable, and it is doable. Also means doable means execution wise also it should be easy to handle with that one. So all these elements go together to make it as a proper design. We all part of the industries has to exchange views and exchange thoughts to make this design a fruitful one. Yes, I might be the captain of the ship while I'm designing, but a captain is not self-led. He needs to have 10 other players to win the match. So likewise, we are all the part of my game.
Yeah, well said. You took a very good example, and in this entire process of designing and execution, can you tell me one instance where the design has been made, but something goes wrong in the execution? So, do you see? Can you get one instance?
There are several like that. Okay, not to the pragmatic level, saying that nothing is working at the end of the day. But there are situations saying that we do a design with certain intent. Okay, and the goal perspective is to have an proper working condition and proper alumni, so that it is all good, looking good and working fantastic. But during executions, some mishap do happen at the site, because we are all, at the end of the day, we are all humans. Some mishap happens at the site. Some wrong decisions will be made at the site level to adjust to the timeline requirements, or adjust to the certain changes in the clientele requirement, or adjust to the client end customer who is coming and occupying that space. He would say that I don't want it like this, I want it in some certain different way. So this is all things we have seen that too. And when the project duration is very far, very long, or very a very big one, actually I can say. We started the design and it is a 1 year pass through in the design. During the second year, we see that there is an innovation happened in the industry of getting an Wi-Fi based or Bluetooth based some system which has come up, and suddenly client thinks saying that why do I am going with an engineered way or an wired way kind of a doing? Why not I go for an Wi-Fi based or an Bluetooth enabled system, which can lead to my future of next 25 years. So there is when the change of the design happens. That is one chance which may take because of the change in the evolution in the design part. What you came up with saying that if execution goes wrong, that is common. But as an industry, we know how to circumambulate that one and make the things working. Even though there is some amount of mistakes happens, now nobody is 100% perfect. Okay, if there is anything goes wrong, so how do you make it to near perfection is what we all look at. There are certain instances which they can go on telling about.
Yeah.
But yes, this is what the thing.
Yeah, you will have a long list because I think you have been seeing a lot of projects, lot of delayed projects, or I think innovations happening in between the projects, right?
Yes.
So you touched up a very important point saying innovation, right? I think the designing time, I think you have X, but I think by the time I think it gets executed, there might be Y. Innovation happened, right? I think the release might happen, the customer might ask for Y. So sometimes it might go wrong. Means wrong, delayed. Execution might get delayed. So so now I think I have the same thing to ask is when you propose the innovation, okay, come out with an innovation. Do you see a challenges with the customers saying that I think to holding it back and getting the execution delayed or not happening properly?
Both the ways it is there. Okay, and as any coin has the two faces.
Yeah.
Here also scenarios will define the possibilities basically. Sometimes we have an sacrosanctly accepting client saying that I want innovation and you propose me the innovation. Sometimes it so happens saying that as a consultant I want the innovation, that particular change in the world needs to be incorporated in this project, but the client is basically an rudimentary kind of a thing saying that no, we will stick on to the age old kind of a process. So both the ways we have seen. But thanks for in India and what the stature what India is in, fourth largest economy and highest of population and other things. The government is also taking initiatives to upgrade the people living and well-being, and the scenario, overall scenario in the world now. So everybody you look at and some kind of the other innovation, they change this particular innovation to their business opportunity, create that one as an USP, a unified selling proposition, so that they say that I have done a Bluetooth enabled system, which is the go-getter for the world requirement as of today. This is what it is the world is looking at. Come and accept this one. This is where the people are mostly embracing that one. And we see definitely, as you said, we see that we are in the definitely in the verge of developing, going towards the developed nation, and people are encouraging towards that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it has been, the development is happening very fast nowadays. And if you see a product which had a shelf life of 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, now it has become 2 years. The innovation is much more faster, and it will become 1 year going forward. So when you're proposing an innovation, and do you see a resistance with the compliance during that?
Yes, it is an apathy. Why? Because what the innovation, it is not directly proportional to the statutories, or it is not directly proportional to the what you said about approvals and other things. Why? Because you catch up with something as an innovation, but the world, in the current situation in the market, it is little bit overstayed back in the previous generation kind of a thing. So this happens normally, and the only way it will keep up our memento is do that one, tomorrow they will also come up and catch up with us. So that is what you might have seen. The cameras were never there in the traffic signals a decade before. Now you see every signal has a camera.
Absolutely.
Okay, every city is equipping with cameras so that they have a central monitoring station and other things. So the metros have come into the city now. Earlier, no government would envisage with the smart card for entry into a train or getting out of a train. Hard way of purchasing the ticket was there. Show the ticket and entering into that one was there. Now today all these things are gone. You have a smart card with you, metro card. You get into metro, get out of the metro. Who will pay? Who not paid? It is not to be worried at all. Now the digital platform, so much of it is there. We are number one in the world with regards to the digital payment.
Absolutely.
So you can pay 1 rupee also, you can pay 1 lakh rupee also on that one. So digital payment. So emphasizing on the digital payment requirement and other things. If you look at resilience and the statutory part of a digital payment, there is nothing. There is no code written or there is nothing written. But the people are catching up on that one. So it is not that we should blame them. Why? Because it takes time for them also to put something on the paper and come out which is very accurate and everybody accept that one. So do your thing. As I said, do your karma. Leave the fruits to somebody else to do. So that is what it is now.
Excellent. So that's good to hear. And coming back to the first discussion what we had, right, on the designing. So you have been leading consultant in the industry, and you've been very successful in that matter, which has been seen, which has been recognized in the industry, and that can happen only with your principles, right? I think, and the leader in the industry will have a guiding principle. So can you tell me one guiding principle from your side which has helped you and your team to, I think, prosper, or I think which helped customer also to go ahead in the market?
The first thing we write in a book is every day is a new day. Okay.
Wow.
And every project is a unique project. Okay, it is not a rundown kind of a design or an approach what I can have. So I see Prabhu today. I have got so much to learn from you, and I see somebody else today, and I take some inputs from him, good things from him. Okay, as a consultant, we are the people who absorb things and display that one into the virtuality. So likewise, take everything every day as a new day, and every opportunity as a learning curve, and from there you start, so that this start will never end up, and it is an infinite. There is nobody say that I know everything. So there is an every day it is a learning. So this is what I inculcate to my team also, and for me also, being avenged with the requirements and avenged with the technology, avenged with the day-to-day in and out requirements, and get into the groove of that one and do the design aptly to the suit to the requirement is what is my mindset, and I'm trying to do that one daily.
Yeah, that's interesting. And in this process, right, and how do you recharge yourself in terms of getting knowledge, innovation, because every day is a busy day, right?
Yes.
Every day is a new day, you mentioned.
Yes.
And it's always full on the
Yes.
calendar. So how do you recharge yourself, and how do you get more innovative? So
obviously the platforms like this, FSIE, it will help us in the big way. Okay, the first thing you need to have that one is I need to also give back to the industry. What you have learned from the industry, give back to that one. So be participating in this kind of an eventful and meaningful events is what energizes us. Meeting people. Today I nearly exchanged around 100 cards. That is means I have met 100 people. There are 100 ideas which has come into my mind.
Absolutely.
I have seen 20 things which I have not heard about, seen about previously. So these are all the carry forwards for me. So this kind of an events and this kind of an intuitions will help a consultant or a designer or anybody for that matter to stay on foot and think that it is not the end of the day and it is not end of the world. What you are doing is not the final thing. There are so much things to learn, so much things to do and other things. So I really appreciate, and I take myself a pride to be part of FSII and FSIE and come and be participating in this one. So that is what it matters all about.
Interesting. And yeah, you have been there in the industry since long. Okay, so since from the inception, right? I think right from there was nothing as a compliance, and then the industry got matured. There were compliance. There were, I think, statutory requirements, protocols. Then innovation started happening. So, what do you see this industry, which will has been seen in next 5 to 10 years?
See, we are in the growing path. Okay, it is the graph is like that. It is we are in the x-axis and we are suddenly growing to the y-axis. So that means to say next 5-10 years we will see a lot of innovations and technologies coming way, and we have to embrace that technology and start planning for our future. Yes, I said about saying that I will do a design for 25 years. So I might next 5-10 years it might change my thinking, saying that I should not do at a look at a 25 years kind of a thing. I should look at a pragmatic way of 2 years, 3 years or 4 years and make my design so well nurtured, saying that it can be scalable at any point of a time. So that there should not be a dead end or one way for my design. It should be scalable at any point of a time. So keeping it open and keeping it open-minded is what is required for next 5-10 years as an industry I look at.
Okay, and the last one, I want to know what you want to leave a message to your peers and industry.
So it is a very tricky thing. Why? Because if I ask them to work as they are working today, they will be sufficing their requirement and they will fulfill their stomach. They get their salaries. But if I look at, if I ask them to step out of the world, come out of the comfort zone, think out of box and start looking at the perspectives in a different manner. Okay, I am a little bit making them to not to follow the rule book, but I'll definitely make them a good human and good designer for a far being. Because we talk about 5-10 years, the 10th year from now, a person who is having an open-mindedness and the embrace with the technology and look at the compliance part of it and understand the one-to-one requirement and achieve the goal, that should be very much required next year, the 10th year from now. So it is a mixed reaction, but definitely I will encourage people to go out, keep open-minded, learn from everybody and take the innovation into your stride and digest that one to give some good output outside. So, thank you for that.
Fantastic. You have been, you said go out, meet people, learn, never stop learning.
Yes.
And every day we need to learn and innovate. So
yes.
Great message, Prasanth. Thank you very much. I had a very good discussion with you. Thank you very much.
The discussion over coffee ended up with the coffee. Thank you, and we should order one more now. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for this. Yeah.
Very much. Thank you.
Thank you.